Today, we are gonna cover the topic of protecting your energy. Since that is a subject or a topic that sounds almost esoteric, and most people never really talked about what even is protecting your energy. It's something that we hear all the time, but we don't understand it. And after experiencing gang stalking, that is the one thing that I learn how to do. Like protecting your energy and reading the energy of others is the thing that saved me from gang stalking. Um, or that yeah, pretty much that saved me from gang stalking. So that's what it is when you're being gang stalked. When you are being gang stalked, you do not have the understanding of what it means to protect your energy. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. First, protecting your energy is is keeping the wrong people out of where you're at, out of your immediate space. In gang stalking, you are literally gonna have people purposefully try to interject themselves into your life, only to mess with your energy, to distract you from your goals, from your needs, and from your wants. That was one of the reasons that I was such a prime victim for gang stalking because I didn't know I allowed anyone in, any regardless of how mean they were to me. I didn't understand why would this person not like me, and that's the problem is that people don't need a reason to dislike you, at least on your end. If someone doesn't like you, it doesn't mean that you did anything wrong or that there is something wrong with you. Some people could literally just come to hate you, and project their own insecurities onto you. And those projections, they want you to not be who you are because your mere existence makes them feel inferior. So that's one thing that is very important in protecting your energy. So you have to be wildly selective with the people that you allow in your immediate space. Hello. And if you do not know how to do that, you're gonna have a really, really bad time. Hi. Yeah, exactly. And it's that they don't like themselves. And you are absolutely right. When someone does not like themselves, and you have the things that they don't like about themselves, like if they have fucked up teeth and and you don't, and they they're gonna every time you smile, you will become a reminder of what they don't have. You know what I mean? And that's the thing is that when you become a reminder of what they don't have, they will begin to sabotage you. So the thing is, that's why insecure people are like if you're doing things for yourself and you're doing really well in life, you like don't be with insecure people. And insecure people are really good at hiding it, but it will come out. So if you like going to the gym, if you like eating healthy, if you like moving forward, these people will block that. They're gonna make you lower your standards. Like don't lower your standards to make someone comfortable or to please others. Like my standards for myself have always been while you had man. Sí. ¿Compraste otra marca? My standards haven't always for myself, they have always been wildly high. And and I was dating someone whose standards with themselves weren't. So I had to lower my own standards, and guess what? None of those people were ever thankful. Like when imagine being the person that someone has to lower their standards for. You know what I mean? Like that would immediately bring hate. It's like they just by doing that, by knowing that you had to do that, that means that hang on, you know that they are. No, es que estoy esperando una carta. Es lo único que tengo que hacer es esperar a que me llegue. Sí, sí, pero pues voy a revisar. So, so you have to understand that is that, and the moment that if you just have your arms open for any person, that in itself is what's gonna f you up because literally the people that surround you are a crucial part of you. Like you have to understand that is that the people that are in your immediate environment that you talk to, that you share your personal things and space with, when you do that, um, I eat 2 bananas a day. What do you mean? What do you mean eat more bananas? Screw you. So you guys have to understand that, and to me that was the worst thing. That was my biggest mistake. Is to assume that it was like I don't know. I just always felt the need for people to like me, and I would start protecting my own energy to please others. But that's just not the way to do things. It isn't, you know. So the fact that you are disciplined enough to try really hard while others aren't, that creates envy in people who don't have the drive to do the things that you do. You know what I mean? And the thing is that not everyone is like that. Not everyone is like that. There's some people um who simply don't care. 12 foot. Okay, so hang on. I'm gonna turn on the music right here, and then so we can chat. Give me 1 second. Copying. Mm. So let's see. What are you saying? Also, I found this group of Latin house called Dos Flacos with a K. I'm gonna see if they have like any sets on SoundCloud. Dos Flacos set. Here we go. They're from the Bronx. Let's see. We're gonna listen to them. Shake the room. How long is that? 4 minutes. I need like a full set of music. Um. Oh. Oh. Let's chill. So, what are you guys saying now? Let's see. So, you guys are saying, good morning. Hey, good morning, Drea. I hope you're doing good. Coca Doggy says, yes, I came on. How do the bananas taste? Do you like eating those bananas? That's weird, dude. Look, if you keep throwing at me double entendres, I'm gonna ban you. Like, don't do that, dude. I don't appreciate it. That's not cool. I didn't understand what you meant until you began asking those weird questions. Don't be a fucking psychopathic sexual freak, dude. Like, I don't have time or space for that. So I'll just ban you if you do one more of those comments. Are you new? We have been on all night and have not seen you. I just got on here. Love the glasses. Thank you, Julie. Kid is asking if I hate. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm banning you, dude. So, did you see that someone literally just came to my live streams and asked me if I hate black people? So look, notice that I didn't ask, I didn't question, I didn't respond. I just banned that person. So that's what you have to do when someone keeps messing with your energy. Like, and that's the same when people are simply not helping you be the best of yourself. You know what I mean? That's what you have to do. You literally just have to get rid of those people. Like, don't question it, don't talk to them, just block and move on. And gang stalking, I feel like gang stalking it happens when you do not when you when you are giving away too much energy. What are we saying? And I don't mean just giving away too much energy, but I mean not protecting your own energy, not being picky with the people that you allow around yourself. Mm. Growing up, also today we're doing biceps and back exercises. So we're doing pull-ups and we're doing biceps and triceps on the TRX. So I'm gonna put this here and we're setting up the TRX for bicep curls. Yeah. So that's one of the things that is super important to understand, guys. Is that if you are not picky with the people that you allow close to you, these you never know what their intentions are. So the strict rule that I apply to everything and everyone, if if I decide to start talking to someone and allow them to be there to be my acquaintance, because in the end, that's how you have to see yourself. You have to either allow or not allow people to be your acquaintance. It's your life. You are the protagonist of your movie. It's about you, and that's not selfish. That's protecting your energy. You don't know anyone anything. You don't need to entertain people. You don't need to talk to anyone on the phone if you don't want to. You can say no to anyone, and that's the thing is that I have been a people pleaser, for most of my life, and I simply didn't understand the concept of protecting my energy, and that was my biggest mistake in not understanding gang stalking, because to be a target of gang stalking, you have to not know how to protect your energy. So protecting your energy is not so much protecting it, but pointing it in the right direction, in the direction that you want it to go. For example, right now, my energy is being well spent on you guys, on exercise, and and my own development. Like that's what my life is about. And when someone is trying to take that away from you, they want your energy to be used for something else. Hey, Hard Moon. So that's what you want to understand. You want to understand that your energy should be spent on your own betterment, on the amelioration of you as a person. So when you come across a narcissist or a sociopath or a psychopath, what happens is that they literally do everything possible to take your energy and have you invest it in them without you even realizing what you're doing. So there's a point where you stop caring about yourself and you start focusing on the other person. And hey, Sizzle Moon Song, I hope you're doing good. It's a pleasure to have you here. He's hell that's tougher than a Confederate flag on the back of a Ford. Hell, that's funny. So that's what you have to understand, guys, is that the protection of your energy is literally the most important thing you can do. not not protecting your energy keeps you open. It keeps you open to vampire energies they call them, you know. But like this whole thing about vampire energies and whatever, like isn't that weird? Like everyone's like, what the hell is an energy vampire? Like so that's what they mean by energy vampire. Is is that an energy vampire will pretty much keep your mind busy with them, with things about them, you know, instead of focusing you on your own regeneration, on your rest. You know, these people will keep you busy with thoughts of what they're doing. They will pretty much do so many things to you that your mind doesn't have the ability to think clearly. And look, I've experienced that so many times, you know, for most of my life. And it is only until now, you know, that I almost literally went crazy because of it. So so that's what you have to understand, dude, is that protecting your energy, it's honestly it's about you focusing your time, energy, and mind, your thoughts. They have to be busy thinking about how you're gonna develop yourself as a human being. You know, that's the thing that you have to be mostly concerned with. You know, not if your ex is cheating on you or not if your boyfriend is cheating on you. You know what I mean? So like energy vampires will do things to keep you thinking of them, positive or negative. And that's what you have to understand. You always have to keep your mind busy with your own improvement. And anyone that comes into your life and doesn't add to your life or add any value or give you any advice that results in a better life for you, then cut them off. There are different kinds you can look up online. So name and price of the pull bar. So I have the box. Look, let me show you. So it was on sale. It was on sale for like I got it for like less than $30. We're gonna start using it right now, by the way. So we're gonna start now with the pull-up bar. So it is called Chin Up Station by GoFit. GoFit Chin Up Station. I know it's backwards, but yeah. So I have used it. I've actually used it a lot, and so far it has worked really well. So hey guys, look at the live stream. So look at someone is saying grown man in leggings, but his screen name is Big Juicy D. So Big Juicy D is making fun of it. It's like, dude, you're probably 14 to have that name. Anyways, so let's see. We're doing the following, guys. Thank you, Julia, for loving the glasses. Doing dishes, but let's see. Hang on. What else? So this is how you maintain those nice pumpies. Hey, Prepucio. So here we go, guys. Mm, I got it at Big Five. So my vein, this vein right here, is actually coming back. I did not have this vein before. Well, you can barely see it now, but like this vein, that's new. I didn't have it. I didn't have it last week. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do step ups and then we're gonna do pull ups. We're gonna be doing like 3 or 4 exercises depending on how I feel. But so we're gonna start with parallel pull. Okay, so I'm gonna hold the parallel part of the pull-up bar, and I'm gonna keep my legs to the front, together and locked straight. Yeah. Then from here, I'm gonna do a I'm gonna do like 8 pull-ups. Let's see how many I can do. One, two, three, four, five. That was just five. I'm gonna do 3 more. Five, six. I'm gonna turn on the AC. It's fucking hot. Five. I have to do 3 more. Five, six, seven, eight. Oh my god, my puchana is so juicy. Oh, you know what I mean when your puchana goes super juicy? Dude, guys, look at my milkers. They're growing, dude. My milkers are getting juicier. So, so now we're doing step ups for 3 minutes, okay? So protecting your energy, guys, is the thing that you guys that I had to learn. And only by doing that, by protecting my energy, I was able to. Thank you so much for the gems, by the way. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. For some reason, The app doesn't tell me when someone like donates, but I just want to say thank you. Guys, there's something weird with the app. It doesn't tell me when someone makes a donation or sends me a sticker. Like I don't see it. So I'm really sorry if you sent me something and I didn't say thank you. Just know that I'm wildly thankful and it just didn't appear. So big shout out to, let's see, who sent me a donation? I'm looking for some Scooby Doo related content. If you have any, that's weird. Oh, thank you, Drea. Thank you for the floating heart. I appreciate you. Thank you. Like those things don't show up here on this screen. So just know that I'm very, very thankful. Let me see. Chat viewing options. Messages. Show all messages. Member and super chat messages. All messages. There we go. So that vein is a nice level up. Good work. Thank you. Yeah, no, I didn't have. I had like no veins. So I'm gonna restart the timer for the pull-ups, and I mean for the step-ups, and then we're gonna keep talking about it. Yeah. So in there were a lot of times where I was literally just living my best life, and I experienced people for no reason just hate on me, like hate on me. Like I when do you guys remember the times of Craigslist when Craigslist was a thing? So I used to I used to like hook up a lot on Craigslist. I'm not gonna lie, and I had a blast on there. So, but all of a sudden, like I posted like a full frontal with my face. I was so young and naive. I didn't think everyone would see that, but I was like that with my schlong hanging out, and I had like my abs, and I was like 20, 24. So next thing I know is that I see someone else make another post using my picture, and his name was Evan Pickens. So this Evan Pickens, um, he was just hating, like I was super hot when I was like young, when I was younger. I'm gonna get like that again, but I was just like a lot, like I was mega hot. And this guy, like he would just like hate post things about me, on Craigslist. Like I used to get so much tail. Well, so this guy, I like tried talking to me on Facebook, and I told him, "Don't speak to me, you freaking weirdo. Why are you posting my pictures on Craigslist? Only those are my pictures." And I have seen this guy out. So I blocked him, right? And then like 3 years ago, he made another profile, and he sent me a message, "Hey, friend, how are you doing?" I blocked him immediately. So that's not the only time I've experienced that. People. So when you have a hater, haters need to fuck with you so that they can feel better. That they have to convince themselves that they are better than you. So they're gonna try to interject themselves in your life. If you guys have been here on my live stream, you guys know that I have a lot of haters. Like a lot of haters. And some of them are here accusing you. He's a pedophile. He did this and he did that or whatever. But like a lot of those people I know, and I had blocked them. And these people have several fake profiles, and they come onto the live streams and just to harass. But that's not something new. But that's the thing that the haters do, is that they will try to be in your life because they feel that they need that validation from you. And so they don't, and that's the thing, is that they don't, the validation, they get it by tricking you. Because if they trick you, if they get close to you and they hate you and they know it, but you don't, that means that they are slowly on their way building their own psyche up so that they can feel smarter than you. They have to feel superior than you in one way or another. I have literally had people on Grinder like this guy. on El Central, he sent me a message saying, "I am better than you in every way." And I was like, dude, what the fuck? It's like, I don't know you. Well, why do you have to talk to me and just to tell me that you're better than me? It's like, yeah, like whatever. I don't care. You know what I mean? So, but notice that this person, his sense of inferiority, for whatever it is, he felt it to such an intense degree that he had to look me up, find me, and tell me how superior he is to from me. So like that, when someone feels the need to tell you that they're superior than you, you know that in itself tells you that they feel that you are better than they are, and they have to convince themselves somehow that they aren't. You know what? That they are better than you. And this is the thing is that me personally, the only person, Sizzle Moon says they're psychic vampires. Yeah. So the only person that I have been in battle with is myself. Like today is like I'm like happy because today is my third day in a row that I'm exercising. Like my third consecutive day exercising. I haven't worked out consecutively in so long. Okay, so I'm gonna do another 8. But yeah, like those people exist too. So like that's the thing is that if you are self-confident and you know who you are, you know what you want, just know that jealousy, hate, and insecurity is very destructive. But the thing is that if you don't know this, people that you're not sure if they like you or not, or that you see that are always comparing themselves to you, um, if you allow them into your life, they will destroy you, and you're not even gonna know it. And I'm telling you this from experience. Okay, here we go. So I'm doing another 8, and I'm gonna do at least 6, but I'm gonna do them with my legs straight up. Okay, so like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. 6. Oh, so like you have to understand that like the people that are evil like in movies, like those people exist. Like people, you know how like the Joker just wants to kill Batman for no reason. Like it doesn't make sense, right? Because you think, oh, it's only a cartoon. Well, real evil is cartoonish. It makes no sense, but everyone has their reasons, you know. So like your mere existence makes them already feel inferior. So by protecting your energy is you need a whole arsenal of actually paying attention to people. If you cannot ignore the nuances of the behavior of others. You can't. You simply can't. Thanks everyone. Like, yeah, guys. So like people, and look, and these haters, they are always turning people against you. They are always trying to put you in a bad light. They're always trying to they're always trying to find dirt on you, so they can use it later. And and those are the ones with some type of ethics. There are some that have no ethics, and they will just straight up make a bunch of shit about you. You know, a lot of them can convince you to take like small crystal meth. And then once you give in, they're gonna take pictures of you, and then they're gonna tell them to their friends and be like, dude, this person become a crack addict. But they're not gonna say that they were the ones that got you into it. So like, and guess what? So that's how they make themselves feel better, by setting you up. So by protecting your energy, that means that you have to be always mindful of where you are investing your energy. Like, I thought it was normal to be with someone, and have them 24/7 with you. But like as a human being, you need your energy to rest, to invest in yourself, to learn something new, to grow as a human being. Narcissists don't do that because their whole personality is dominating others psychologically. Like they don't see other people as human beings do. They see them as less. Like they see them as a toy to play with. And as long as they're able to manage your energy, they're not even gonna try to grow themselves as a human. Like them, yeah, like some of them might make money, but a lot of who they are comes from that. So like it's a hobby, and it's freaking wild. You are the original Ti on 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 YouTube. Thank you. My name is Ryder. Thank you, Ryder. Thank you. Do you really think I'm the original Ti? you know, I appreciate you, and I think that I'm the original Ti who managed to survive it enough to tell the story and to explain how it all works. You know, like I have gotten a lot of mail, and people have sent me money like on PayPal because the videos have helped them understand gang stalking. Like I remember I got a letter from someone who was living in New York who was saying that they were finally free because they watched my videos of gang stalking, that they didn't know what was happening to them. So if you know how to build your defenses against um against energy vampires, if you know how to protect your energy when you do that, gang stalking is that it's gonna go away on its own. Like that's the thing that I understood because gang stalking happens when you allow people to pretty much um when you allow people who hate you to get close to you, and that's where most of the gang stalking comes from. So and the thing is that a lot of these people, the gang stalking thrives if you don't know how gang stalking is or how it works. So hang on. So we're gonna do the next one. We're doing at least another six. Fit here. One, two, three, four, five, six. I'm gonna do two more with a little bit of cheating. Six, seven, eight. Oh, that was so good. So I'm gonna do more stops for 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna see facts, bro. So that's the thing, guys, is that once you understand how gang stalking impacts, or how the root of gang stalking, like the root of gang stalking, is not understanding what it means to protect your energy. And that's just what it is, dude. It's just not understanding how to protect your energy. So if you are a targeted individual, like, look, I'm gonna show you something on Facebook. So if you're a targeted individual, actually, I'm gonna finish the set and then I'm gonna show you what I wanted to show you. So the fact that gang stalking is something that is driven by confusion, it makes it a lot worse because if there's no concrete information, you know, if there's no concrete information about gang stalking, it's really hard to get a grasp on what is happening to you. So that's the problem with all of these channels about gang stalking that entertain the ideas of V2K, of directed energy weapons, of hacking. Like they only bring questions and they sensationalize it because when you talk about gang stalking in a way that is that is vague, like, oh, it's demon based, it's energy based, it's it's because of God, it's because you don't pray. Like everyone is just throwing all of these ideas that don't deliver any results. Do you know what I mean? They don't deliver any results. They don't help. They don't help anyone. They say pray, go to a psychiatrist, but no one explains it. Explains to you what the fuck gang stalking is, and that's pissing me off because there's targets that, there's people that are actually making money on Facebook and YouTube from this confusion. You know, I didn't make any of those videos about could it be B2K, could it be this? The point of this channel is to explain all of this so that there's no more victims. But you know, that's the problem is that everyone is that people care more about views than on the truth, and it's easy. There was a while where I was like, should I keep perpetuating the lies, you know? But now that I think about it, like my personality, I'm not someone that would try to that would lie because of money. Like that's just not in my blood. You know what I mean? I know how bad gang stalking can be, and the fact that there's people now trying just entertaining all these false narratives, even though they have been victims of gang stalking. Um, that pisses me off because they're not helping. You know what I mean? They're not fucking helping. They're just sharing all of these myths, and they're not actually helping anyone. They're just perpetuating lies. If you pray enough, if you go to the psychologist, like, no, dude, it's not about you. Gang stalking is about the people that you allow to be around you. So what are we saying? Yeah, to from confusion is crazy. Honestly, could make someone even. Yeah. So like notice that like the only time that I have confirmed about the technology narrative was when I was hearing voices when I thought that was the truth, but now I know what the truth is. So the truth is that they might be able to how do you say, what's that word? Hang on. They might be able to mirror your phone, on some computer. Or yeah, they will hack into your device here and there, but they're not going to be permanently watching everything that you're doing. Hmm. So if you're a targeted individual, I want to tell you something. Like on your phones, you know how your phone says like your name, and then has an apostrophe s phone. Like my phone says Efren's iPhone. So like if you're being gang stalked, change the name of your phone. Like I changed the name of my computer. And my computer says like, I don't know, like a Pancho's Mac or Pancho's PC, but they don't have my name anymore. And guess what? I haven't gotten mirrored in a long time because the names on my computer are different. They don't say Efren's computer, but it used to, not anymore. So that's one of the things that you guys that is not common knowledge is that data mirroring exists, but if you're smart, you can always find ways to uh, to throw those people a curveball. So in the end, protecting your energy simply is protecting who you allow into your life. Like all of the people that have been my partners, they have done really fucked up things to me, but I didn't know. I just got blindsided. I didn't understand what was happening. I didn't. I was super easy to manipulate because I didn't believe that evil existed. I didn't understand evil or jealousy or hate. I couldn't. It didn't make sense to me because I've never been the jealous kind. I have never been the envious kind. I've never envied anything from anyone. Like I might have wanted something, but I have never been like
Oh, I wish he would kill himself because he's so hot. I want, and I'm not like I have never been like that. But just because you are not like that, hey Bailey, hey, yeah, we're working out. Mm, I hope you're doing amazing. So just know, guys. So let's do. That was three. I'm gonna do one more, all right? Because I'm enjoying it a lot. And after that, we're gonna be doing bicep curls or maybe triceps. I don't know. But here we go. We're doing at least six. So we're gonna do them a little bit more difficult by keeping my legs in front of me and as straight as I can for as long as I can. So from here, one, two, three, four, five, six. I'm gonna do two more. Six, seven, eight. Oh, okay. So we got one exercise done. Now we're gonna be doing triceps. Yeah. So let's get the triceps going. And uh, so for triceps, we're gonna be doing more step ups, and then we're gonna be doing. Uh, I feel like we should do jumping squats. We're gonna be doing jumping squats, and we're gonna be doing tricep extensions, and they're gonna go like this. Watch. Hang on. Give me a second. Here we go. So, so I have my TRX right here, and we're gonna be doing tricep extensions like this. Okay. You're not gonna see. You're not gonna see like everything, but then we're gonna be doing jumping squats after that. Okay. Does this work better? Maybe. Okay. So let's just do. Let's just try right here. Okay. So what did you guys say? Uh, do you know Polly? Yeah, dude, I know her. She was my client, and I knew her. Like we went to college together. I went to college with Polly, and I know her husband. I know her daughter. She's she has the most gorgeous eyes. She's the sweetest girl I have ever met. She's gorgeous, and I love her. She's one of the sweetest people I have ever met. We went to college together. We were we had architecture together in college, and we're talking about the same girl, right? Okay, so here we go. So does that confirm your question? Like she was in San Diego? Oh, you work together. Oh shit. So about Polly, but I have nothing but positive things to say about her. Like she's the sweetest girl, and like she was my friend, still my friend, and then before that she became my personal training client. But like the whole thing about personal training, I fucked it up because that was when my gang stalking was at its worst, and 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 that was when I don't want to say that I have drug addiction problems. I want to say that I was induced into having addiction problems, But like, I don't want to sound like I'm trying to take away the responsibility of that off me. But most of the drug issues that I had around that time wasn't because of me. Oh, she told you about the channel. Oh, that's interesting, huh? Well, yeah, I know her. She's amazing. How do you guys begin talking about me? Like, what was the conversation? But yeah, thin and pretty, absolutely. Okay, so here we go. One, two. We're doing 12. Yeah. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, that was so good. So, how did this conversation about me come along? Oh, I miss her. If you see her when you see her on your next shift, tell her that I left San Diego because I had a bunch of haters. Like I had to leave. I had to leave because I had so many haters, dude. And like people, I don't know, there was just I just had a lot of problems with about jealous, like with jealous people. But yeah, yes, thin and pretty. Exactly, that's her. Oh my god. So a rush of memories of her and I in college just came along, just came into my mind. She has always been super fun to hang out with. Oh my god, I love Poliana. Mm. Okay, so for I want to do something else for cardio, but I don't know what I want to do. So that was triceps. Okay, so I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna do some type of squat. So we were talking about hot weather and tell me about Mexicali. Oh yeah. So yeah, no, right now it's here. It's like at 120 degrees. It's wild. Like it's so freaking hot. Okay, so what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna simply doing we're gonna squat down, up, we're gonna balance, and then we're gonna do a half squat with one only balancing on one foot. Like that. So then we're gonna step back down, then step up, balance, core tight, and then we're gonna do squat down and then back up. We're gonna do that for 3 minutes. So, oh, but yeah, no, I live in Calexico. No, I live next door. I don't live in in Mexicali, but pretty much like I practically live in Mexicali. So, maybe I could do this for 1 minute and a half and then 1 minute and a half. So I'm gonna do a minute and a half with one leg and then a minute and a half and with the other leg. So I don't break my rhythm. So so yeah. Well, welcome to the live stream. I opened this channel because I wanted to document something really wild that was happening to me in San Diego. So, like, if you don't know who I am, I have been a fitness professional for about a decade. I used to be like a lot more muscular, a lot hotter. But there is something in San Diego that is kept secret. That is called organized harassment. And this organized harassment is a bunch of people literally conspiring to drive a person crazy. Like it's a thing that happens in San Diego. So you have like this group of people, and the group of people psychologically manipulate someone so that they destroy themselves, so that they kill themselves. So their goal is to drive the person crazy, And by the end of this process, the person loses everything. Like it's an awful thing that's actually happening in San Diego, dude. So if you go online and you look up gang stalking, you're gonna find out that there's people that say that they are being gang stalked. They believe that the government is after them. They believe that they are being attacked with directed energy weapons, and you see that all over the internet. So, so organized harassment is a way of making people schizophrenic, and and it's a huge number of people, dude. So like, so this person is harassed for so many years, for so long, until they lose their mind. The person loses their memory, like they forget who they are, and they simply become like they become a drug addict. They become drug addicts who lose everything. So for to the rest of the people, it appears that the person simply just got stuck in drugs, But the reality is so much darker than that. Like there's actually a huge group of people purposely trying to push drugs, trying to push destructive behaviors with the intention of making someone crazy. And at the end, these people abuse of this single individual, and and no one is gonna believe them because they've already gone through it. They look like shit, and they become drug addicts, and these awful people pretty much surround this single individual until they lose their shit. Like these group of people literally, like, they will do the most awful things. They will even have like their kids try to entice an adult so that they can paint the victim as a pedo. I'm telling you this because it happened to me. Because it happened to me, and I didn't fall for anything of that, because I'm not that. But it's actually a thing. So that's like that's why I left San Diego. Like I had to leave San Diego. Sounds like my employer. You look like female. You look weak, and you have like that's the thing. Is that like this whole organized harassment will make you hear voices. It will make you. It will make you like. There's ways that these people can make you feel weird sensations on your body that are unexplainable and weird hear voices. And the thing is that when people start hearing voices, that means that you're almost done. I'm telling you this because I went through it. Like I heard the voices, but the voices went away once I left San Diego. So it was the people that were surrounding me in San Diego that were causing me that. So like I reported that to my work, to HR. I reported all that to HR. But the thing that happens is so impossible that as a victim of that, it's really hard to say anything about it because you feel like no one is going to believe you. But there's so many people involved, so you have to like make sure to tell, like if you're involved in gang stalking and you're going to report, you have to tell, you have to tell, like you have to tell the HR, you have to tell them, so this person has all these people turn against me, and they're trying to pay me as crazy, um and just be like, yeah, like just you have to tell them all of that, and get a lawyer involved if HR doesn't do anything, but you have to do something about it. So what do you say that your employer sounds like your employer? Okay, so I'm doing 15 of these. One, two, three. I'm gonna put something on my face so that if I fall, I don't break my teeth. Okay. So here we go. Two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, that was so good. So, oh, that was so good. Nothing but corruption or favoritism. So, like that. Oh, oh. So that what you do, you literally have to report it. Like the favoritism, all of that, you report immediately. And because, and you have to say it, and report it as soon as it happens. Because the reports, like if they don't do anything, the calls that you make to HR, that is gonna be your backup in court. And look, I'm telling you this because I tried to file a lawsuit, but the lawyer told me you have to talk to HR. You have to talk to HR. Regardless of what it is, you have to talk to HR, and you have to tell them about all of that. Because if you don't, you have no proof that you tried to do something about it. You know what I mean? So that's just reality. If there is favoritism, like anything like that, like you can go to HR for anything, which is freaking wild. And HR is there to protect the company from lawsuits. They're not to they're not there for you. They're to protect the company from lawsuits. That's what HR is there for. So just you have to just do that and see what happens. If they didn't do anything about it, you keep complaining, and then you get a lawyer and have the lawyer give you advice. So we're talking about protecting your energy, and protecting your energy is literally is what can make you or break you. Like people that are energy thieves, you are gonna see it because these people always have trouble with someone. They always have trouble with someone, or you're gonna see them abuse or take advantage of someone. You know what I mean? Like if you get close to like any type of sociopath, they're gonna like some of them are gonna share with you their secrets on how to manipulate people. Like there was a client of mine who was a sociopath who would tell me, look, so this is how you get girls on Tinder. And he looked at a profile and he said, I want this girl. So he showed me his conversation, and he said, look, I will first read her profile bio, and I will put her things, and I will pretty much rewrite what she has on her bio on mine. So his profile was a mirror of her profile, and then he hit her up, and they matched because he was really hot. And he said, "Hey, it looks like we have the same, the same tastes. I'll be doing well. It sounds like we have a lot of things. We share a lot of the same interests." And then that's how they start. But like the bad thing about that is that if you approach someone and you start manipulating them right away, you know that the relationship started with the left foot because you never truly showed who you were, but you showed You were reflecting to the person what they wanted to see. You know, so in the end, you're just using the person to get what you want. But the relationship is not real. You know what I mean? It only exists in the mind of the victim. So that's what you have to be really careful. If you suddenly share the same interest with someone, instead of assuming that it was a heaven sent person, if they're messaging you at 11:11, you know what I mean? That's some type of sacred time. You know, you have to be very careful because that is how sociopaths manipulate. They project to you yourself, and they go out of their way to for you to see that. So like these people that are manipulative like that, they have been manipulative people from the beginning of their days. So if you are not a manipulative person, understand that these people have many years ahead of you manipulating others, and you are not going to beat them. But you have to learn how to gauge them, how to clock them. Okay, so we're doing another 15. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11, 12. I'm gonna do 15. 12, 13, 14, 15. So, one thing that you have to understand is that regardless of who the person that you have in front of you, regardless of how they make you feel, you always need to have a level of mistrust. You cannot blindly trust people, you know. That's how people get in trouble in the first place, you know. And I'm telling you that by people, I also include myself because I have gotten in trouble for trusting people way too early. Have a level of discernment, yeah, but you know that level of discernment, should always be there. You know what I mean? Because people can change in a people can be told something and then they can turn against you. Do you know what I mean? Even if what they were told was a lie. So like, and the thing is that like that, I'm sure it's gonna happen to you at one point or another in your life. Well, where you have a friend and all of a sudden the demeanor of your friend changes. They don't talk to you all of a sudden. That is because they were told something about you, and but you don't know what and you don't know who. But they were told something about you. Like you feel it, you just know it. But you're only gonna notice these things if you pay enough attention. So that's the thing. You have to pay attention to people and pay attention to the changes in how they approach you, in their mannerisms, and how they see you. And if they show concern, if they show hate, and you know, so you have to be super careful with people, dude. Okay, so we're not done here. So I have 50 seconds, so I have to do this still. So, so you always have to have that level of discernment. Exactly, my friend. Because, so look, I was talking to my mom, and even my mom was like, We talked, and she said that even though I'm her son, you know, like she doesn't know me. Well, now she does, but she didn't know me as a person. She didn't know, you know, what who I was after not being with her for so long. That she didn't trust me a lot of things. She didn't, but like now she does because she knows, that 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 I haven't changed much. That I'm a good guy. That I won't take advantage of my mom. And she told me, you can stay in my house, but but don't bring me down. Don't make my life harder. That's what she said. So the first money that I got, I gave my mom half. You know what I mean? Like I've been giving my mom money. I've been trying to not be a burden to her. And yeah, I'm not perfect, but she knows that I'm trying, you know. But anyways, aside from that, we had a talk, and she was like, she told me I don't trust you because if you may do something, you may hit me, you may do something fucked up to me. You're my son, yeah, but I don't know what type of person you are anymore because we haven't talked to each other in a really long time. I don't know if you changed. So so understand that look, my mom has a really good discernment, but understand that that's even coming from my mother, and she's lived. You know what I mean? But that's the thing is that even like it's natural for my mom to even have discernment, towards her son, and that's the same thing. Like she's protecting her energy. That's the same thing that happened with my aunt. My aunt literally just came here to my mom's house only to criticize her. But my mom was blindsided because it's her sister. But that's the thing is that regardless of who the person is, you always have to be very watchful, dude, because people um, because people can turn, and even a mom will have like will sleep with one eye open, if she is unsure. It's the same thing with cats. Most cats don't approach you. You know what I mean? And like the cats that do, they have an expectation of you being nice to them. You know, but just like there are people that do awful things to cats, there are people that do awful things to people, and that's the thing that you cannot ignore. Is that there are people who are predators. There are people that will take advantage of you. And the thing about being a human is that people can take advantage of you in so many ways. They can manipulate you psychologically, sexually, financially. They can abuse you for their pleasure. Like there's all kinds of abuse, dude. And the thing is that if you don't understand how hate, how envy looks like, like people will still like the respect of people, the hate shows in the actions of the people. Okay, so we're doing the next one. Hang on. We're doing 15. Uh, one, two. I'm gonna get this a little lower, and then I'm gonna read the comment. I saw a comment. I saw that someone commented. Please don't leave. Hang on. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna keep talking about it. Hang on. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So let's read the comment, and then we're gonna have something to eat. Let's do the cardio, and then we're gonna have something to eat, and we're gonna keep talking. Hang on. So what are you guys saying now? So in the comments, we have So touch her up. A level of discernment. MacBook Pro. It's a Pro. I used to have a best friend. She was like a sister, and she betrayed me big time. Yeah. So look. Um. So I'm gonna call you Pip. So at uh, Toshayu Pip. I'm just gonna call you Pip. All right. So Pip, thank you, Zamun, for being an incredible moderator. Uh, so let's do a little test. Let's do a little something. Look. So now that that person betrayed you, now you understand what type of person that was, right? But I guarantee you, I would bet you $1 million if I had them. That that person left clues everywhere that they were gonna betray you. Like they somehow communicated to you, not verbally, but via their actions, the responses that they hated you internally. Like look, like go over that relationship. The mind typically remembers remembers highly emotional um highly emotional moments, moments that are traumatic. Like those are the ones that are gonna first pop into your mind, moments that meant something, you know so like, and those are gonna be ingrained in your mind forever. So go back to the relationship with your friend, with your big sister, ex big sister, and just think of the times that her actions told you that she was gonna fuck you over. Like I guarantee you, you're gonna find a bunch of clues, a bunch of things that person did, where they will show you the true colors, but because you trusted them, you decided to ignore them. But they told you with their actions. So let's see, what are you saying now? We used to work together, and eventually she got fired. Karma. So so well, I'm glad that happened, but think about that. Like think about how that person. I'm sure she did like little betrayals before she did the big one. You know what I mean? Like I know she did little betrayals before she did the big one. So think about them and just share some with me, because I wanna. Uh, I just wanna. Well, if you feel comfortable sharing that people who will betray you, they typically tell you who they are, but because the trust blinds you from from seeing the truth. It just keeps you having trust. Like trust will blind you from the truth. So that's why, before I used to trust people blindly. But after my experience with people, I I I I I trust no one. And I know it sounds awful. Like, but the thing is that that's reality, dude. Like that's reality. And reality is messy, it's chaotic, it's not pretty, it's full of betrayals, it's filled with crazy people, it's filled with nice people, and there are a lot more fucked up people than nice people. There's people who are abusive, and that's just how it is. Like there's a lot of nice people, yeah. But there's also people who are really, really fucked up in the head with sociopathic tendencies. Sociopaths are a lot more common than you can possibly imagine. You know, so that's the thing. Okay, so I'm hungry. Let's get something to eat. Ah, oh, that's good. So that's the thing about sociopathic people, dude. About learning how to protect your energy is that Protecting your energy simply just means getting rid of the people that don't add on to your life, people that take away. So if and the crazy thing is that these relationships that are not productive per se, they can be very um, destructive. So you may love spending time with someone because it's fun and you get high or you get drunk or whatever. Like like a lot of that can happen. But 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 in the end, notice that when you hang out with this person, you stop taking care of your diet, you stop cleaning your house, like you leave the things that are good for the things that are fun. And a bad influence will push that, and they will do it in the name of fun. And the things that they are gonna see, that those actions are literally destroying you, yet and people are gonna keep pushing you to take those actions so that you keep destroying yourself. And that's just the reality of that of vampires, of energy vampires, of people who don't have good energy. Is that they will use your own energy against you. They will have you invest your energy in the wrong part, in the wrong things, so that you have no energy to invest in the things that make you a better human being. So, regardless of who you are, you always have to have a gauge of where your energy is going. Are you just going out, getting high, getting drunk, and not taking care of your children, not taking care of your house, not taking care of your business? And that's exactly what I did. I was hanging out with these people that were my enemies dressed up as friends. And because I didn't know this concept of protecting my energy. And I didn't and I didn't even have this concept of protecting my mind. Like the thing about the mind, dude, is that like if you think a lot about something, you're gonna bring it into existence, and not via some type of magical, event, but you're gonna begin thinking about it. And if you think about buying something, that's like a thousand times more likely. You're a thousand times more likely to buy it than if you didn't. Like that's why marketing is so big, because that's why there's posters of junk food everywhere in commercials to keep those ideas in your mind so that you are more likely to engage with those products. You know, in gang stalking and sociopathy, these people will actively try to keep you thinking of destructive behaviors like smoking crystal meth, not sleeping, drinking, gambling. So, so enemies will talk around you about these habits. So, and this the thing is that those are called psychological attacks. And the thing is that psychological attacks, you can block them, and they can always be denied. So, if someone is talking to you about drugs, for example, and you are oblivious to psychological attacks, you're gonna just think that it's a normal conversation. But you are not gonna think that this person is trying to have you think about drug consumption so that you fuck up the rest of your life. Why? Because it's so evil that it's hardly conceivable. At least that's inconceivable to people who do not understand evil. Hang on. So what is it? She was big, causing a lot of damage to the apartment. So Yeah, she was big. My tenant is a sociopath, and I'm trying to kick him out. He's causing a lot of trouble to the apartment. Very selfish. I mean, that's crazy. How the people were recorded damage in court? Yeah, for real, Sizzle. So that's that's the thing is that true evil is so inconceivable that it's invisible to most people. You know what I mean? And it's super easy to deny. So like over the years, if you hang out with someone who's using drugs and has drugs around you, I guarantee you that you're gonna engage on it once one day or another. You're gonna experience it and you're gonna try it even at least once because that's just how it is. And over time, like someone can harass you so much to the point where you start believing believing things like people can harass you. Like if someone keep telling you you're a loser, I hate you for so long that later your own mind will start saying those things to you. That's how people turn your mind against you. They harass you, and your mind is recording the things that you hear, the things that you see. Like sociopaths know this. So if someone tells you that you're a loser, that you're a disgusting person, or if enough people tell you that for long enough, your own mind is going to be telling you that you're disgusting. And and then there's going to be a point where your mind is going to accept it as truth, and you're going to believe it. So that's the thing. And the thing is that you can't sue someone, for making you believe you're disgusting. Like, and but the real damage is done after many years of that. And you wouldn't think that people would have the patience, or the freaking, what's it called, or the commitment to destroy someone, that they will literally uh, uh, take their time to bring someone down. But I'm telling you this because a sociopath has told me this. A sociopath told me psychological attacks are impossible to detect because they do the damage over time, and you can't block them. So that's literally what a sociopath told me. So you can't prove it and you can't block them. But the thing is the following: is that for sociopaths to have the ability to impact you, they must have access to you. So you revoke all of the access of these sociopaths. So anything that poisons your mind, anything and by poison I mean anything that takes you away from doing the things that make you happy, or doing the things that will create a better future for yourself. So you get rid of those people. So like sociopaths, if they want you to become a a drug addict, some of them will invite you to orgies. They will invite you to they will pretty much have talk to you about adult content. They will push these ideas onto your mind. When you have someone pushing these ideas into your mind a lot, those are the people that you need to be watchful for. Those are the people that you need to be watchful for, because over time, dude, over time, these ideas will cement in your mind, and they will lead you to behave in self-destructive ways. Like they will encourage you to have unprotected sex, and guess what? You know what that's going to result in you getting AIDS. And I'm telling you this because I have seen it. And you know, and it's something they could have avoided, you know. And I'm gonna tell you something. Like, there's people that are so sociopathic that they will actively and purposely give HIV to someone. And and I don't mean AIDS in a derogatory term. It's something that it's awful, but sociopaths will weaponize that. Like, it's a thing that happens so much, dude. It happens so effing much. So before you decide to hang around with someone, pay attention to the surroundings, pay attention to the people. If someone of you, if like a friend of yours just happens to know all of these drug dealers, you know, think of that. A person that knows all of these drug dealers, possibly does drugs behind your back. I'm telling you this because I experienced that. Someone did drugs behind my back that was dating, and after I had been sober for 10 years, 10 years, dude. And this person literally just like pulled out a fucking baggie and a line ready for me. And because I trusted this person, I did the line. And I fucked up 10 years of sobriety because of that person. So, and the thing is that this person set me up, pretended that they were anti-drugs, but they got me tired, and then they they put the temptation right in front of me. So, is it still so good? No, it's good, but I don't trust it. I don't trust this chicken. Uh-uh. Chicken, I don't trust you. I just don't. Mm-mm. I'm still gonna eat my eggs. I'll let you know if I get sick. So I want some soda. Hang on. So I love Diet Coke, dude. So we're gonna have eggs, and then we're gonna continue. Yeah. Hmm. Look, and I got a weird ass pimple right here. Like, I got a pimple right. Do you see that? Like, that's fucking weird, dude. What? That's a pimple. That's weird, isn't it? So we're gonna eat, and then I'm gonna read your guys' comments. Let's see. And then we're gonna be doing more diamond push-ups. I have to go get a haircut today because I'm gonna go to San Diego. I'm gonna go to San Diego, really like on Monday to to get a trade card and to do stuff for my trucking jobs. Hey, Reliable Gaming, I'm doing good. How are you? But yeah, okay. So we're having eggs. We're having two whole eggs and two egg whites with garlic salt. Hey, Katie, hope you're doing good. And we're gonna eat this, and then we're gonna finish our workout. We have two exercises done. We're gonna do two more. So for the two exercises, we are gonna be doing diamond push-ups and pull-ups. So we're doing four exercises. And tomorrow we're doing just a bunch of abs. Mm. Can you hear how chewy my food is? Mm. Dude, this is happening in Tomorrowland right now. Uh, so what is my amazing friend Sizzle saying? You are very fortunate to have such a lovely and special. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah. So this is my mom's house. Um, she got it when the when when the house market crashed. She got like a really good deal on it. Mm. But yeah, one of the craziest things that I've experienced in the party scene was on my first Pride in LA, and I remember that it was like 4 in the morning. It was 4 in the morning, and we were at a club that was a two-story club. And I remember that we had a view to the balcony of the club, and we could see the sunrise, and it was daylight outside. But then we looked down on the floor down, and it was packed with people, and everyone was raging like if it was 2 in the morning. Like it was already daytime out, and everyone was having the time of their life. It was such an amazing experience. I get chills just thinking about it. It was so amazing and beautiful. Ah, so yeah. Mm. I think my mom is gonna call me. Let's see if she tests. Nope, she didn't call me. So, mm, ah, so yeah, it's like, mm, I'm pretending like I'm doing the ASMR. How was that for ASMR? Oh. So we have two more exercises. I'm like beginning to feel a little lazy. It's been 100 minutes. Oh my god, that's wild. 158,000 people are watching Tomorrowland, dude. That's wild. Hmm. Hmm. So I have two more exercises to do left. Mm. Two more exercises, and I do not feel like at all. Mm. It's probably because I've been talking the entire like 100 minutes. So for this second half, hey Samantha, for the second half, I'm gonna probably talk a little bit less. Mm, I'm not sure, but the important thing is the concept of protecting your energy. Mm. It's weird because the whole thing about protecting your energy, it doesn't really make any sense until you know what it means by protecting your energy. You know what I mean? But by protecting your energy, I literally mean like protecting your space, protecting what you see, what you hear. Because if you're being gang stalked, just know that people will try to poison your mind. Oops. Like people will actually try to poison your mind. Mm. And it's something that is very real. Like and like haters, like if you live with someone like that is jealous of you losing weight, you're gonna all of a sudden find cupcakes. You're gonna all of a sudden find cakes, invitation to go out to eat, and these people are gonna be so jealous that they are willing to spend their money in making you fat. Mm. It's wild as hell, but I'm telling you this because I have lived it. So when when people mean by protecting your mind, mm, is to protect your mind, protect your space, protect your money, protect your time, mm, and you have to understand that energy vampires need to talk to you to suck your energy. energy vampires need to have access to you to suck your energy. So you have to become really good at detecting energy vampires, you know, and in the end, it's really easy. Mm. And look, I'm gonna explain it to you because it's kind of complicated. So, look, first, to analyze to analyze if an energy vampire is sucking up your energy, think about the time of your life where you have looked your best, when you have been making the most money, where you have been at your happiest, and where you have to have your life the most in order in doing the things that you love. Where your time is when life is in itself is like a reward. You know, think about those times. You know, think about those times and think about the people that have always been a pleasure to be around. So when your life is going good, you're gonna notice that you spent a lot of time resting, taking, pampering yourself, giving yourself time to enjoy life, enjoying work, you know, and just being happy, And so when this happens, think about like that people that were around you, they were typically very supportive. They were making you happy. Like these people in you're the people that you were with around this time, things seemed to be going your way was like all of these people, like when when you are just living your life and everyone just seems to make your life more amazing. You know what I mean? So think about the things that you were doing, how you felt, your mental space. By mental space, I mean if like what was your mind preoccupied with? Your mind was preoccupied with you improving yourself as a human being. Okay. So hang on, I'm gonna do this and then we're gonna continue. I'm gonna do a set of 15, yeah? And then we're gonna be doing step ups. So from here, hands here, and here we go. One, two, three, four, five. Oh my puchina. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So my body feels kind of tired, so I'm just gonna do like I'm gonna keep my cardio up by doing step ups, but I'm gonna do them a little bit slower. So, uh, like when your life is going at its best, you have to just like analyze your entire life, and then think about the times, like think about what you were doing. You know what I mean? Like who you're hanging out with, and and think about When did you start steering away from from your best life? Like when you think about the times where your life was going amazing, call that your baseline. So when everyone around you is encouraging, when everyone around you is helping you live your best life, when you are happy, when you are successful, when everything is in order, consider that your baseline. That is what life should be. That's literally what, so your life should be amazing. So you're gonna notice that something happened at one point or another where you accepted someone new into your life. You accepted someone new, and that person slowly but surely began steering your life into a direction that took away from that happiness. That person either brought a lot of drama or encouraged behaviors that cause you problems, or just somehow had an impact on your life that steered you away from that ecstatic point of happiness in your life. So, and that point happened because of that one person that steered you. You know what I mean? So that's where you have to analyze the people that come into your life. It's like you have to think, this is Bodhi in real life. What do you mean, Bodhi? Thank you for, hey Shane, thank you for sending the press F. I hope you have a good one. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for the gems. I appreciate you. So, mm, so that's, oh, I'm gonna put the music. So that is what you have to really get a grasp on is what are you thinking about usually? What type of content are you absorbing? Are you like me when I'm at my best? I invest my time looking at content about design, exercise. I'm always learning something new. Like I am so busy learning something new or admiring people or exercising. I'm always doing something that will help me grow as a human being or making money. Like that's just how that's me at my happiest. So then someone comes in into your life and it takes you away from that. Yeah, it can lead to some amazing moments, but it's taking you away from your full happiness. Like, of course, there's going to be variety, but a lot of times, like, a person slowly pulls you out of your ecstatic, perfect life and brings a little bit of chaos, and then it just snowballs into pure self-destruction. But you weren't self-destructive before this person came into your life. So that's what you have to understand is that people that steal your energy in the end, they push you to do self-destructive acts, like consuming drugs or not taking care of yourself or not doing your work, or they just do something, whatever it is, in a way that do something that brings you suffering, that brings you pain. But but the other person is somehow getting something out of it, you know. So so you once you form your baseline about how your life is, what you're doing when your life is amazing, who your friends are, you know. Just know that like friends are not forever. People change. Like there could be a time where where your life becomes so amazing that people that used to be your friends begin hating you because your life just is in order and you're beginning to look amazing or whatever. Like change, like you improving will bring people a lot of jealousy, and people that used to be your friends will turn on you. Like it's a thing, and it's so common. So you have to understand those things. So protecting your energy is living your life, but understanding that people are volatile, you know, and you have to have the ability of cutting someone off cold turkey. You know, the worst of the people, they will pretend to be your friends only so they can keep talking to you, so they can keep manipulating you. So that in itself is the type of people that you have to be the most careful of because they are the most self-destructive. So, mm, so just understand that is that protecting your energy is the ability of cutting people off immediately. I personally like if you're being gang stalked, like you really have to learn how to cut people off right off the bat. Because in gang stalking, these gang stalkers will actually try to confuse you where they're going to be nice. They're going to be using words that you use, and then they're going to do fucked up things to you. But because you're so confused, you don't know if they're your friends or not. They're going to use that confusion, so they have access to you. The worst thing that you can do to an energy vampire is completely cut them off to the point where they have no access to your energy. And the wildest thing, dude, is that all energy vampires that you cut off, they will find a way to find information about you. They will talk to other people. They will make fake profiles. It is so wild. Like these people, there's something wrong with them in the head. There really is. Like it's so wild how fucked up in the head these people are, and they know it. They know they're bad people. Uh, but they don't have the desire to change. Okay, so we're doing the second set of push-ups. 10-minute push-ups. Okay, hands here, all the way down until my milkers tap the floor. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, my pussy. 9, 10, 11, 12. So understand that if someone doesn't have access to you, they can manipulate you. So I'm gonna tell you something. The most shocking thing to a narcissist or to a sociopath is when the victim cuts them off out of the blue and they don't understand what they did wrong. But like if you know that someone is a narcissist or if someone has been impacting your life negatively, you just block them. You know, I honestly I just need a weird glance. Like when someone is your enemy and pretending to be your friend, They have a very special twinkle in their eye, a very particular glare, a very particular form of talking, of moving. It's it's very obvious if you really pay attention. So so that's why it's so important. You have to pay attention to the body language of someone. If someone just began saying weird things out of the blue, is trying to make you feel like there's something wrong with you. If they're trying to make you feel paranoid, like if they're mistreating you, you just have to cut them off. The worst thing that you can do to a sociopath is cut them off and not talk to them and not giving them a second chance. Like sociopaths, they know how to work people. Like they can make people shut up by being like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I promise I won't do it again." And they will stop doing it to you, but they're gonna do it to another person. You know what I mean? So it's wildly important to have the ability to cut off people, anyone, that is impacting your life negatively. Like that's super important. So that, my friend, is how you protect your energy. You protect your energy by cutting off anyone that brings any type of disturbance. If anyone is encouraging, is sharing content to you that you feel that is pointed at you, even if it's not true, but if you feel it, it's justified. You know what I mean? So that's what you do. You have to learn how to protect your peace and your best life. Like right now, I'm living my best life because I learn how to protect my life from the wrong people. You know, if you notice, I'm not sure if you notice, but I block like at least 3 people every day. Every time that I do a live stream, I block people for saying the wrong thing. And look, in the end, look, I'm not offended easily, but if I'm just doing a live stream and someone is all like, "Your ass is saggy," like yesterday, like it's like I don't fucking know you. Why am I gonna allow you in my live stream? So I just block immediately because I'm protecting my energy. You know. So, but that's every day. Like I have at least 700 people blocked on YouTube. But like, just don't be an a-hole and I won't block you. But that's the thing is that people simply, I don't know, like if you're, I have become super sensitive, and but that sensitivity is what is protecting me from allowing people to disturb my energy, to disturb my peace of mind, my comfort, my good mood. You know, like there's people out there that get mad if they see you happy or successful. I'm telling you this because I have seen it. I'm not kidding. Like there's times where I have been looking really good, and someone that I know is my hater just go like ugh, like that, like cartoonish anger. And I'm not exaggerating. I have seen it. I have seen it, dude. It's wild. Like the anger of some people it's so uncalled for. Like, and I have met people that have gotten mad at me for doing well. Like that actually it's a thing, dude. So that's why you have to be, if you understand that there's people that exist that are like that. One, two, how many did I do? Two. I did step ups. Okay, so I have to do another set of push ups. So if you understand that people can't just come to you and hate you for being you, it will allow you to understand humanity more. Like there's people that will literally hate on you for doing well. Like it's super wild. Here we go. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11, 12. So, like, it's once you understand that it's a thing for people to be so hateful, of someone who didn't even know closer. Like that in itself, once you understand that that's a thing, you're gonna be able to see people for what they truly are. Like there's actually people who have. So this is especially if you're a targeted individual. If you are a victim of gang stalking, just know that you're gonna have so many people around like that around you, because gang stalking is when you have zero protection of your energy and you welcome everyone. That is an invitation to sociopaths and to abusers. It's like I want to call it spiritual, because because people because sociopaths, they can't see it. It's weird, but when someone has a lot of empathy, it shows. And and sociopaths can see it, and they attach themselves to those people because they don't know that evil people exist. So what opened my eyes was that actual evil people exist, like evil, like caricaturesque evil, like the one in Batman, like the Joker that just wants to do evil for no apparent reason. Like people like that exist, but that desire to do evil comes from insecurity. Like they project their insecurities onto onto a person. Like like if they feel inferior to you, they're gonna try to manipulate you so that so that they can make themselves feel better or superior to you. But that's just how it is, dude. Like that's just the thing. It's hella wild, dude. Minute 26. That was three. Okay, so I'm gonna do some type of yoga push-ups now. So the yoga push-ups are gonna be like this. Watch. So these are cool. Here. Oh. Oh my god, this is so hard. These are so tiring. Why are these so tiring? These open my pussy so big. I can't do it that way. Okay, that's it for that. So, so yeah, guys. once once you see that there's people like that, you're gonna you're gonna be able to like you just have to open your mind to all kinds of possibilities of people. When you understand that people can hate you for for being you, then that will open your mind, and you're gonna see people for what they truly are. Like not everyone is like you, not everyone is kind-hearted, but the thing is that no one warns you about this. No one explains this to you. Everyone tells you how amazing the like you see it in movies, but in movies it's a movie, You don't you feel like you don't know. Like you don't like it's fake because it's in a movie or in a cartoon, you know, because it's exaggerated, it's sensationalized. But hate is very real. Like people literally tried to drive me crazy so that I would lose my memory and I wouldn't remember the fucked up things that these people did to me. So that's part of gang stalking. In gang stalking, people harass you so much to the point where you fry your brain, to the point where you lose your ability to remember things that are beautiful to you, things that you like your memories. Like gang stalkers actually tested me to see if I could remember things. Like they were like, "Oh, so do you remember this thing that we did? Do you remember this?" And someone was asking me if I remember a bunch of things. And a gang stalk, my boss at O'Reilly Auto Parts, she was like, "You have such an awful memory." I was like, "I don't. I have an amazing memory. I remember everything." And then she was like, "No, you have an awful memory." Like she got mad. Bernice Rivero from the O'Reilly Auto Parts in Imperial Beach said that. Like she was just fucking upset, dude. And it's like why it shouldn't make sense, right? Like why would my boss get mad that I have a good memory? Because they hope that I fried my brain so that I wouldn't remember all the fucked up things that she did to me. So that's the thing, dude. So like if you just happen to be gang stalked, just understand that you have to protect your mind and you have to protect your space and you have to protect your energy. Like don't hang out with people that are talking shit, things about drugs, about gambling, about using drugs around you. Don't. Like, just don't. And stay away from anyone that makes you feel uneasy, anyone that confuses you, because gang stalking and harassment. So, gang stalkers. That's how gang stalkers keep people engaged. They behave nicely, and then they don't, and then they do, and they will like invite you to go out and eat something, and then they will like do something really mean to you. Like that's how they keep you attached, because they do something nice and then they f you, and they keep you confused that way. So just know that hot and cold treatment is a thing, and it's wildly effective if you don't know it. It confuses you, and you don't know what's up with the person. It keeps you walking on eggshells. So just know that if someone is doing the hot and cold treatment constantly all the time, stay away from that person. Like stay away from that person, and don't allow yourself to be financially dependent on anyone. Okay, here you go. So we're doing the next one. One, two, three, four, five, six. Oh, my pusai is a jusai. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Like in organized harassment, in order to beat it, you have to become an expert on sociopathy. Like you actually have to be able to recognize the intentions of people before they even say anything about it. Like you have to have the ability to recognize that. Like you just have to become an expert on knowing who to trust. But if you're a victim of gang stalking for at least 3 years, like me, I still don't trust. I trust my mom, of course. Like I trust people at school, but I don't just trust anyone. Like I don't go on Grind. I go on Grinder anymore. I still go on Grinder and like on Sniffies and all those apps, but I have no desire to hook up because I feel like I'm just fucking traumatized from all of those apps. You know what I mean? Like I just don't engage in any of that because a lot of bad comes from that. Like when you open yourself to a lot of people, especially if you're being gang stalked, you are gonna suffer. That is simply how it is. So that's just how it is, dude. So yeah. So I feel like I need to do hi. I feel like I need to do like one more exercise. You know what I mean? I feel like I need to do one more exercise, guys, but I'm not sure which one. So let's see. One more exercise. I need to do one. I did the sets for the triceps. I did back. I'm gonna do one more set of pull-ups. I did one pull-up. I did triceps. I'm gonna do one more set of pull-ups, and then we're gonna be done. And then I'm gonna do the step-ups, and then that's gonna be it. So what is boti? Someone call me boti. This is boti in real life. Like, what does it even mean? So let's see. Let's go. Ugh. I'm gonna do one more set of pull-ups, and this time I'm gonna do them wide. So when you do pull-ups, the wider you do them, the wider you're gonna grow your back. I'm gonna do a set. I'm gonna do as many as I feel comfortable doing because I'm already feeling low on energy, and this song fucking sucks. And let's see, what is this? ¿Qué me cansó esta madre? Bring my lover. So in like about 2 years, maybe 3 years, around this time, I'm gonna go to Barcelona. I wanna do matinee Barcelona. So like in 3 years, I'm gonna go clubbing in Europe by myself. I'm super excited for that actually. Okay, so here we go. So we're doing wider. I'm gonna spread my arms almost as wide as I spread my legs. Almost because I can spread my legs so hard and juicy. Here we go. Three. I'm gonna do as many as I can do. One, two, three, maybe like two more. Three, four, five. I already did a bunch of cardio today, so I'm not doing the cardio. Sit down and relax. Oh my god, guys, my milkers are so juicy. You know when your milkers are so juicy? Like that's how my milkers are right now. Ah, so yeah. Come on, one, two, three. Now I'm resting, Tom. I'm resting, Tom. I'm tired. Okay, so I'm doing the next one. Uh, so one of the things that is also super important is that you're gonna have people come with really weird energy. Like weird energy is not good energy. You know what I mean? Like weird energy is confusing. Look, I'm gonna show you why in a second. I'm gonna do the set and then I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna do like five of these. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, look. So I'm gonna show you some of the things that people have been commenting that are weird energy. So look, so look, here, notice that someone said, "Are you black?" Like that's weird, right? And then someone said this. Watch, hang on. So someone also said, "You look like a female. You look weak, and you have loose boobs." And then someone said, "So, like, like, weird energy in general is not welcome because it's not funny. Like, weird energy that is funny or pleasant, it's fine, But like during my gang stalking operation, dude, like when I was like right in the middle of gang stalking, I literally had just people be really weird, and they would say things like black, like that, out of the blue for no apparent reason. And people would call me a tranny, and it's like, dude, I was like, I don't know like a fucking tranny. You know what I mean? So it's just so like a lot of times weird things like that are not funny, like are still meant to be offensive. You know what I mean? Or they're meant to mean something to you. Like someone also said, "Why do you go pant like a dog?" Like things like that. So protecting your energy is literally just blocking off all of that. Like like if so in gang stalking, like that's confusing, right? Like when someone keeps saying you look like a woman or whatever like that, so that causes psychological disturbance because if I didn't know any better, I would be like, I don't look like a woman. It's like, are my boobs loose because that person said your boobs are loose. So I would be questioning that, so that is a psychological attack. It's meant to bring you down. And notice that those psychological attacks come from people I have never met before. So so yeah, I mean, for someone to have such a hate like that towards someone that you don't know, that's fucking weird, don't you think? So so the first thing that you do is you don't interact with it. You let it be, and you block it. Like I didn't say anything. I didn't respond to it. I simply blocked that person because that's what you do. The moment that you start thinking about it, it's taking away your peace. It's taking away your ability to think clearly. Why? Because now your mind is concerned with what that person meant, with what the intentions of that person were. You stop focusing on your goals, on what you want, and you start focusing on the harassment of the person. You know what I mean? Like it's no longer just a comment, but it's something that takes away your attention from from what you want. It literally takes away your attention from your goals, from your happiness, from the things that you want in life. So that is what is protecting your energy, is when someone comes up to you and starts trying to make you, and that's so that what you saw, that is an intent at controlling what you think. So when someone just tries to offend you for no reason, like a lot of the sociopaths, they live, that's how they try to control what you think. So they literally just tell you something offensive, so you start thinking about that. Oh my god, are my boobs really loose? So you start questioning that, and now you're not happy. You are concerned with your boobs being too loose because someone said that your boobs are too loose. So protecting my energy is blocking that person, and then keep going about my day. But the thing is that this damage is so subtle, but over time, over the years, it accumulates. It lowers your, it can have a thing where if you don't block that from being present in your life, it can confuse you about who you are. It can confuse you about about what you are. That just it can bring down your self-esteem. It can have a huge negative impact if you allow that negative energy to be around you. So so just understand that that harassment isn't it's literally because someone feels that they have the right to control your emotions, that they feel that they are superior to you. So they feel like they have the right to do whatever they want to you. And protecting your energy is from stopping that person from contacting you. So these people, most people don't recognize psychological attacks. They just don't. And not understanding psychological attacks is the worst thing that you can do to yourself, because you can unknowingly be laying with someone who's always bringing you down, and you might not even know it, and then all of a sudden you're questioning, why do you feel like you're not enough? And the thing is that you might not even know that the person that's making you feel like it's not enough. Hassan running his dog shot collar business. So you simply might be sleeping with a person that makes you feel like you're not enough, and you might not even know why. You just feel like you're never enough for someone. You know what I mean? So the worst people love sleeping with their enemies, because that's how they get close. That's how they find out your defects, your insecurities, and then they exploit them and use them against you. And that's just how it is. That's literally how it is. So someone who is who actually loves you will guard those vulnerabilities, and they will protect them, and they will never use them against you. If you share with someone a secret and they use it against you, get rid of those people immediately, dude. Just get rid of them, because I guarantee you that person, if that person did it once, the person is going to do it again and again and again until you become nothing more than your own, than all your defects. Like, you're gonna forget about your positive qualities, and you will only be a conglomeration of the things that you feel are wrong with you. And you're gonna start identifying with the defects instead of with the positive aspects of you. So just know that sociopaths know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. People that are hateful people, narcissists, just know that they know exactly what they're doing. And just know that these people will try to get back with you, because, and you know, the reason that they're going to try to get back with you is because they couldn't destroy you. They want you they want to get closer to you, so that they have another opportunity to bring you down. It's wild, but it's true. So just watch your back. Don't trust just anyone, and be sure to always have a very healthy sense of discernment. Trusting everyone is the worst thing you can possibly do for yourself, and that is because no one wants no big company is gonna share outwardly the how awful people can be, you know. And the people who share it are painted as crazy. And the worst thing is that that's typically enough to shut someone down from speaking the truth of the awful things that were done to them. So that's all for today's live stream, guys. If you're new, my name is Edwin Rodriguez Guerrero. I have been a fitness professional for over a decade, and I am a published author. I experienced something that is called gang stalking or organized harassment, and that is when a group of people actively try to make someone schizophrenic and try to paint them as crazy once they share their story. So if you're new, please subscribe to the channel because the truth of the matter is that the purpose of this channel is to share that story with you guys and share it consistently and constantly for as long as possible with as many people as possible so that human beings understand that true evil is very real, and it exists. And if you do not know it exists, the evil is going to be invisible to you unless it's too late. Because the level of evil that some people have is so unfathomable that that most people are not going to believe you if they haven't lived it. That it's one of those things that people don't believe until they experience. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a good time. I love you, and I will see you guys on my next live stream. Bye.